Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
2020 is not a good year.
Yeah.
It's just
good can come from it though.
Wild.
Yeah, it's not a good year, but good can come from it.
Yes, that's true. So, as everyone knows, everyone's been following along with Black Lives Matter, you know, George Floyd and everything. We just kind of want to touch on it a little bit. Obviously, you guys know, do your part and keep protesting, keep supporting,
doing what we can do as allies.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Sarah and Sarah.
Hey.
So before we get started really on the video, we just wanted to make a point to say that when we talk about, you know, education of learning about Black Lives Matter and the importance of Black Lives Matter, it's mostly to make sure we become educated and we continue our path to know as much as we can about the movement and support it. We talk somewhat about the NFL and US soccer using their platforms and being kind of hypocritical. We still believe that, but we're focused on making sure our own selves are educated the best we can be.
Yeah.
So I just want to make a point to say that now, because we support it and we're going to continue to educate ourselves, and we definitely, Black Lives Matter, we'll put some links in the description box as well. But we just want to say that before we say anything else.
And I just want to say that we shouldn't just support it now, just for, you know, just because everyone's doing it now. We should always support this. We should always be supporting Black Lives Matter. Yeah, I mean, it's extremely important. I've been following Black Lives Matter for a while now, like years.
And Sarah and I have even talked about it. The fact that we should have been more vocal, just in general, to be more supportive. Because if people would have taken it as a stance or more serious, George Floyd might be alive right now. I truly believe that. You know, we're going to talk about a little bit about Megan Rapinoe in a second. If people would have taken it seriously when Colin Kaepernick and Megan Rapinoe were talking about it 3 years ago, George Floyd might still be alive right now. I truly believe that. I truly do.
We just need to keep fighting for what's right. Just do the right thing. Fight for what's right. Fight for equality, because that's what everybody deserves.
And I truly in my heart believe we can get there one day. I might not be alive. Sarah might not be alive. But I believe the fight...
It's shocking that we're not already there, but
I know.
This world is just...
But if you just think about inequalities and begin with, you know, any inequalities happen in the, 100 years, women couldn't vote. That's a fight that's going to continue. We're going to get there. And it's just, you can't stop fighting.
Yes. And that brings us into the whole Colin Kaepernick thing. I was there supporting Colin Kaepernick 100% back when he first got down on that knee. And everybody has a platform. If you have social media, if you have friends, just talk.
But you've always been on that side to support,
Yeah, and I would talk to my family about it, and
you would,
and my friends, and I would say, I think what he's doing is right, and I think we should all be doing that, And the people who did it, I think that was great. And one of the people who joined in the movement back then, how many years ago was it?
I think 3
years ago, was Megan Rapinoe. And she got a lot of flack for it.
Yeah.
Colin obviously got a lot of flack for it. Didn't he get fired?
They called blacklisted. No one wanted to hire him after
he got blacklisted.
Yeah, it was like
I bet you feel foolish now, NFL, because they posted. It's just very hypocritical. And people were calling the NFL out for it. Even US soccer as well.
Well, okay, so let's talk about that. Okay, so NFL posted something like, "We stand behind Black Lives Matter."
Yeah, they did the Blackout Tuesday. Yeah. They were saying that.
And then people in their comments were basically saying, "Yeah, right, BS." What did they call it? Publicity stunt. Like, you don't care.
Yeah. They're just doing it. I feel like they're just doing it just because
it's what
everybody's doing it.
If they didn't do
it.
Because when they blacklisted Colin Kaepernick, it was just like, you can't stand for that because you're interfering with, the football game. So that happened. So then on the U.S. Women's National Team, I think it was, they made a similar statement saying, because one nation, one team against racism.
Well, and people were like saying what we were thinking. Oh yeah, you banned Pinoe or you benched Pinoe for kneeling.
Yeah. They basically benched her for a long time. People were saying like a year they benched her for basically expressing by kneeling. And people are just saying, prove it, let your players kneel. You banned Pinoe from kneeling and benched her.
And we shouldn't downplay, and it's good that these organizations, they are getting behind it now.
It doesn't feel genuine.
part of it just feels like, oh, you know, since everyone they'll get judged and called out for not doing it.
Yeah.
But
that just goes to show you though, Megan Rapinoe, in her heart, is a trailblazer, cares truly, and is not scared to take a stand when it's not popular. And
she fights for what's right.
I mean,
it's for what's right.
Yeah. And so, because what happened, for Megan to kneel for being not only a white athlete, not only a white, not just a white athlete, but a woman athlete, just like she basically said, I can't not support this.
And for her to recognize her white privilege then, to use her platform, to speak out about it.
Yeah,
it's great.
So we want to talk about A, because we support, obviously, but B, because it's important, and we just honor the Black Lives Movement, and Colin Kaepernick and Megan Rapinoe. Megan Rapinoe, you are my hero, and I say you are my hero. Colin Kaepernick, you are my hero.
I mean, that is good that that a lot of people are getting behind this movement now. Better now than never. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, it is good. I don't want to hate too much on the NFL or
US soccer. It's just kind of like when one person was doing it, but now they're fully supported. It had to take such injustices for that, such killings and brutality. It had to take that for them. If we did not have cell cameras, would this be? I mean, would it be happening? Cell phone cameras, I'm sorry, are one of the greatest inventions.
Cell phone cameras.
The
way you say it is like grandma.
I know, cell phone cameras are like one of the greatest inventions ever.
Yeah.
Because what they're doing is the police. I thought they had to turn on their body cam by body armor by law.
Yeah, I thought they all had to.
But then that could be manipulated. Police look out for police a lot of times. So so we want to talk about that, but so that kind of leads us into that the Challenge Cup is still happening, the 27th of July. And the official report says that U.S. women's national team Rapinoe won't be competing in the tournament. It won't be committed in the tournament. Megan Rapinoe will not participate in the upcoming NWSL Challenge Cup, according to her coach, Farid Bassati, that guy. Bassati told the French publication that Rapinoe will not be part of the Reign roster for the tournament. Her absence leaves the NWSL without one of its biggest stars, as it attempts to be the first sports team league to come back in the United States. And he says, it's a shame. I understand her motivations, but I'm disappointed and frustrated that she won't be with us to take part in the tournament. Megan is important for the group, and we would have been able to create something really important with the club if she joined the group. Then it said something like the reason why she's deciding not to play is because COVID concerns.
Yeah.
And concerns, her body, she's a 35-year-old player. 34-year-old player. 34. And she's had injuries in the past, and the prep time, she hasn't had the prep time. She hasn't had the training time. So for her to get injured physically is higher than some other athletes. And at the end of the day, it is everyone's individual decision to make if they're going to play.
For their own, whatever reasons they have.
Yeah, and there's no repercussions we've talked about. So she's making that choice. I 100% support her.
Happy about it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, the way his language is kind of like almost like against it. But
reporters, they can twist things. They can twist words.
So apparently,
so who knows what he actually said? No,
each player has to make a choice for herself, not forcing a timeline on that. Apparently, there's a few other players that have not been named that are joining the tournament. There's a few other that are confirmed but not officially confirmed. I think the rosters have to be released the 21st, so we'll see about that. But for anyone who decides not to play, you have to make the decision. Hopefully,
we respect it.
Yeah, we completely respect it, and I think
actually I don't think they should be playing. But,
you don't. Yeah.
So that's what's side on that. Like #too soon.
I think it's one of those things, though. I'll tell you this.
But we'll see.
I think it's like you don't have to play, but for the national team coach, he might say, Vlatko might say, "Oh, I really saw what I liked at the Challenge Cup. I'm gonna put so and so ahead of so and so." On the run, and I think there's some of that happening too.
That could be.
If someone really shines in this tournament, a few people really shine, then they're gonna be. I mean, and that's not a bad thing. If someone's really shining during this tournament, they're gonna be more considered than maybe someone who didn't play. And I don't know. I'm not a coach. I've never. So yeah.
Wait, you're not a coach?
If someone really shines, because I think some of these, even like younger players, are very motivated to go out there and kind of razzle dazzle. You know what I mean?
Especially first-time players.
First-time
They're
players,
like, you know,
younger players. It's gonna be broadcast, and it says also where it's gonna be broadcast on CBS Sports. It's gonna be a lot of eyes are gonna be on this. But I think a lot of the younger players, or the players who want to re-show what they can do, they want to razzle dazzle some people. So they did kind of talk about
razzle dazzle. Where do you come up with those words?
I love it. The NWSL Challenge Cup draw happened. Chicago Red Stars match up against Orlando Pride in opener in Utah. So if you look at the thing, the first game is going to be Saturday, June 27th. It's going to be Red Stars against Orlando Pride.
I'm busy that day.
Okay. I know the way they do the challenge. If you're busy that day, I know the way they do it. The
best with the worst.
Yes. So Chicago Red Stars against Orlando Pride.
Okay.
If Crashland is playing and Alex Morgan's not playing, which some people say they think Crashland are playing, because Ashlyn Harris is the captain of Orlando Pride, and there's not been anything definitive saying she hasn't. So I'm kind of on the fence.
That doesn't mean if you're captain you have to play.
No, but I think it's just kind of
I haven't seen activity from Carly, so I don't think she's playing.
Yeah, I know. We were talking about that. We don't think Carly's playing either. So Red Stars against Orlando Pride. I mean, Red Stars, I think will probably win that.
No, Orlando Pride's gonna win.
I bet Marta's playing. I bet, a lot of people. Okay, North Carolina Courage against Portland Thorns. That is the matchup right there.
Mm-hmm.
That is the matchup.
Thorns.
I think Courage has a good chance. We'll see if Tobin's playing, and I think Thorns.
I think Courage has a good chance.
Yeah.
Hurts.
I know, but
See, Thorns have a good chance.
I don't know. I think Courage.
They got Becky.
They do. Oh,
Becky with the good hair.
They do, but I don't know.
They lost on it.
Over the off season, I've been really liking the Courage. I know. I just love Sammy. Now I love Abby Ursig and Kristen Hamilton.
Oh, you can like whatever team.
Okay.
I like that.
I think people just don't like Courage because sometimes when you just win too much, like the Patriots.
I know, it's like
we live in New England. Then again, the Patriots did cheat, so
cheaters.
People like cheaters. So.
Courage, they
haven't cheated.
They did not cheat.
They just have an anti-gay personality.
They just have Hinkle.
Yeah. Okay, odds. So the odds are, most people are betting on Courage.
Would be in your favor.
160 odds or plus 160. Red Stars and Orlando Pride.
Calculate that.
I know. Plus 4,000 and Sky Blue. So, do you guys agree with that? The odds? I guess I do. I mean, it depends on who plays too.
Let me take a look at this. Courage, Chicago, but they're basing this on last season.
Yeah, and
some people were switched around.
They're basing it also on who they don't know who is officially going to play either. So.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Watch Orlando Pride come take it.
I know. So we'll see. So what do you guys think? Tournament details. 25-game tournament. It's all going to be streamed on CBS All Access. I don't know where that is. Is that
Do you have to pay for that, or is that free?
If we have to pay, we have to pay. I'm just letting you know that.
I don't think we have that.
It's probably an app, kind of like Yahoo Sports. You don't have to pay for.
True.
Tournament opener and final. Okay,
like
tournament opener and final is to air on CBS. So even though the whole tournament might not be on broadcast TV, it's going to be, and a lot of people are going to be talking about it too. 9 clubs each playing 4 games in the preliminary round. The top 8, so everyone will at least play 4 games, and then the top will go on. 20 minutes to go to the draws. Okay. So we're going to look at one more thing.
This women's national team posted this today, but I think it's for U.S. Soccer Play On. This is like their program, or they've launched this U.S. Soccer Play On campaign to provide recommended guidelines and best practices for all soccer players, coaches, parents, yada, and referees on safe return to play. So they have like this 5-phase overview, and they had like there's like a doctor behind this too, telling them, kind of predicting, I guess. Okay. Phase 0, stay in shelter. Phase 1, individual and small group training, which they're doing that now. So phase 1 has begun. Phase 2, full team training, suggested duration 3 to 6 weeks. So I guess that's the next phase. And then phase 3, full team competitions, which is in June, I guess. And then phase 4, no restrictions. That's when you can take the bra off.
So they're saying phase 3 is already happening for soccer?
Phase what?
3?
Well, no, I guess we're on phase 1.
Oh.
Because, Are we still on individual and small group training, or
No.
I don't. No, I think we're not in full team training yet.
I feel like it is because I've seen. Like,
Maybe we are. I don't know. I haven't been on. I haven't,
Yeah,
I haven't been on
for the
Instagram
segment
for a few days.
So they've kind of released that information for. I'm guessing that's for U.S. soccer in general, for soccer in general.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just
right.
U.S. national team, not just for NWSL, but for people in general to make sure that they are staying safe. But what do you guys think? We talked about a lot in this video. And will people be kneeling? It's a good question. When the NWSL tournament happens, will people be kneeling at the Star Spangled Banner if it's played?
I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, I think so, and I hope so. And I hope things change.
We'll see.
We'll see. Questions, comments down below. What do you guys think? And even if you have a different opinion, let me know. Tell me what you think.
Yeah.
We really want to know what people think. Ourselves to be educated. We want everyone to be educated.
Mm-hmm.
We just think open your ears, be able to
open your eyes.
Yeah, just let us know. You know, the conversation is
be
important.
open to the conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think by nature, a lot of NWSL fans by nature are open because it attracts.
We're all gay.
And
We're all gay together. Oh, my armpit hair show? What? It's been a while.
NWSL attracts very progressive people, and I love that.
True.
That's why we love it so much. One of the reasons. Yeah, exactly. Questions, comments down below. What do you guys think? And we'll be back. We'll be back soon. We're back tomorrow.